Comfort feels good. That's the problem. You wake up and reach for your phone. You sit instead of move. You avoid the difficult conversation. You delay the uncomfortable decision. And every small act feels harmless. But comfort compounds. And so does weakness. We've been sold the idea that life should feel easy, that if something feels hard, it's wrong. That discomfort is a signal to stop. But discomfort is not danger. It's growth. And the more you avoid it, the more fragile you become. Let's be clear. Weakness doesn't happen overnight. It happens slowly, quietly, through small negotiations. I'll start tomorrow. I deserve a break. It's not that serious. One more scroll. Comfort doesn't destroy you dramatically. It erodes you subtly. Every time you choose convenience over effort, your tolerance for effort shrinks. Every time you avoid friction, your resilience decreases. And over time, what used to feel manageable starts to feel overwhelming. That's how weakness forms. Not through trauma, through softness. Modern life is engineered for comfort. Food delivered instantly. Entertainment unlimited. Climate-controlled environments. Endless digital stimulation. You don't have to struggle for survival. But comfort without challenge creates stagnation. Your mind and body adapt to whatever you repeatedly expose them to. Expose them to difficulty, and they become stronger. Expose them to ease, and they become dependent. This is biology. Muscles grow under resistance. Attention grows under focus. Confidence grows under pressure. Remove resistance, and growth stops. But here's the uncomfortable part. You say you want discipline. You say you want success. You say you want confidence. But you structure your life for comfort. You sleep in. You avoid hard work. You distract yourself from responsibility. You escape discomfort the moment it appears. And then you wonder why nothing changes. Comfort is seductive. It feels like safety. But comfort is just delayed regret. Because every avoided challenge comes back later with interest. Avoid the gym now, and your health declines later. Avoid hard work now, and your options shrink later. Avoid difficult conversations now, and your relationships weaken later. Comfort doesn't eliminate difficulty. It postpones it. And postponed difficulty grows. The strongest people you know didn't become strong accidentally. They built themselves under pressure. They embraced repetition. They tolerated boredom. They pushed through resistance. They finished what they started. Not because they enjoyed pain, but because they understood something. Comfort is addictive, and addiction shrinks you. The more you rely on comfort, the less capable you become without it. Think about this. When was the last time you did something uncomfortable on purpose? Not forced. Chosen. Cold shower. Hard workout. Focused work session. Saying no. Having the honest conversation. Discomfort is a training ground. It teaches you that you can handle more than you think. But if you never test yourself, you never expand. And expansion is growth. Weakness isn't just physical. It's mental. It's the inability to tolerate boredom. The inability to delay gratification. The inability to sit with your own thoughts. The inability to commit without constant stimulation. Comfort has shortened attention spans, lowered standards, reduced endurance. You feel tired, but you haven't pushed yourself. You feel stressed, but you haven't focused deeply. You feel overwhelmed, but you haven't built structure. Because structure feels restrictive, and comfort feels free. But freedom without discipline is chaos. Real strength is built in controlled discomfort. Waking up when you don't want to. Working when you'd rather scroll. Training when you feel lazy. Finishing when it's boring. And here's the irony. Discomfort builds confidence. Because every time you do something hard, you send a message to yourself. I can handle this. Confidence isn't positive thinking. It's evidence. Evidence built through friction. Comfort gives you no evidence. Only relief. Temporary relief. And relief doesn't build identity. Effort does. Ask yourself honestly, are you designing your life around comfort or around growth? Because the two are rarely aligned. If you constantly choose the easier path, your future narrows. If you choose the harder path strategically, your capacity expands. This doesn't mean you eliminate all comfort. It means you stop worshiping it. Comfort should be recovery, not default. You earn comfort. You don't live inside it. The problem isn't that you enjoy comfort. The problem is that you've made it your baseline. And baseline comfort leads to baseline results. If you want above average strength, above average discipline, above average resilience, you must tolerate above average discomfort. That's the trade. There is no shortcut. There is no hack. There is no secret mindset shift. There is repeated voluntary discomfort, chosen daily, small, consistent challenges. Build your body under resistance. Build your mind under focus. Build your character under pressure. And suddenly, life doesn't feel overwhelming anymore. Because you've trained for it. Comfort makes you fragile. Discomfort makes you durable. And durability is power. You don't need to suffer endlessly. You need to stretch regularly. Push slightly beyond your current limit. Then rest. Then push again. That cycle builds strength. Comfort alone builds dependency. So the next time you feel the urge to choose the easier option, pause. Ask yourself, is this recovery or is this avoidance? Because one restores you, the other weakens you. Comfort is not evil, but it is dangerous when unchecked. And in a world designed to keep you comfortable, strength becomes a choice. Choose wisely. Built beyond comfort. Growth begins where comfort ends. Subscribe if you're ready for more uncomfortable truths.